What's up, y'all? My name is Kinky Keeks, aka Keeks, aka Key, and I'm back with another video. The video that I'll be doing today is actually a story time. I've been going back and forth on if I wanted to actually tell this story or not, just because it's just like, that's in the past, whatever. But I was just like, might as well, why not? Like, it happened, you moved past it, you've grown from it, might as well let the world know. As you can see from the title, this story time, oh my goodness, this is gonna be so juicy. So let's just get into it, y'all. So let me set everything up. So I was dating this guy. He wasn't the type of guy that I would normally date. He wasn't good looking or anything. Like, oh, you know what, now that I think about it, I don't know what I was attracted to in this guy. But anyways, I ended up dating him. I think I was 19 at the time and he was 27. We met through a friend. We had a mutual friend.
The girl that I'm interested in, she's in my class and she's also on the track team. Can you talk to her for me?
So my friend Tim talked to me. We're just gonna say Tim. Tim talked to me and he was just like,
yeah, I'm a friend of mine, he's interested in you, like, did you want to give him a chance, whatever.
Yada, yada, yada. So I was just like, okay, cool. All of my relationships have been long distance. So I was just like, hey, it doesn't hurt to try like a relationship where your partner is literally right here in the same city as you. Let me just get to the juicy part. Anyways, so this guy was just super like, he was just, something was off with him. I'd post something on Twitter and he'd be like, well, why did you reply to that guy on Twitter? And it was just like something that didn't even matter, you know? Like, it was just like, why are you making a big deal out of that? It's just Twitter. And that was back in the day when Twitter was actually cracking. It ain't what it is now. I mean, Black Twitter is cracking. But this was a completely different era.
Are you sure there's nothing going on with you and your guy friends?
I'm just like, no, like my guy friends are my guy friends. Like, I grew up a tomboy, this and that, yada, yada, yada. So let me just get to the tea. Let me just get to it. Let me get to it, okay? Okay, so boom. This is where it got like super interesting. It was Valentine's Day. And he sent me a picture of some flowers. And so I was just like, oh, he got me some flowers. These are nice. We didn't see each other that weekend because I had a track meet out of town. So I was gone almost every other weekend, out of state, traveling to compete on the track team. Sent me a picture of flowers and I was just like, oh my gosh, he got me flowers. So anyways, I get back, I go to his place and the flowers are there, but there were different flowers. At this point, I had clothes at his house and I was spending the night over his house like any other couple in a relationship would do. A section of his closet was mine, bath stuff there. I got like a separate thing with like bath, showering stuff, in case I did spend a night over his place. I had my own shelf in his bathroom, like deodorant, body wash, lotion, like a whole bunch of stuff. Anyways, back in the day, Snapchat had this thing where you had best friends. It was just the people that you snapped the most. I just happened to be at my friend's house and I was on Snapchat and I was just, I don't know, I was just creeping. Something told me like creep. You know, women, you know that voice that you get where it's just like, something tells you to do something, like that inner voice, that's your intuition. Listen to that. So something told me, creep on him, Keeks. Creep on him. Oh, let me rewind y'all. And one day we were sitting on the couch and we were scrolling through his Facebook and he stopped at a Facebook picture, y'all. I was like, oh, she's gorgeous. It was a beautiful black girl.
He was like, yeah, I used to go to high school with her. He was like, you guys would be great friends.
I was just like, oh, okay, cool. And then he was just like,
yeah, you should probably like, you guys could work out together and stuff like that.
And I was just like, oh, okay, great. Mind you, we're gonna get into it later. So, fast forward back to Snapchat. I looked in his best friends list and I wasn't in there. Mind you, we snapped all the time. All the time. I look in his best friends list, there were 3 people in there. There was somebody's name, it was and the other 2 people were his guy best friends. And I know that for sure. But I was like, who is this? I don't even think I gave this guy a name yet. This guy, so we're gonna name this guy Bob. Bob, the guy that I was dating at the time. We're gonna name him Bob, okay? So, Bob, he was Snapchatting this girl and she just happened to be, I didn't know at the time it was a she, but I just didn't know the name. And so, what happened was I had my friend, I had her snap that username and the person snapped back, y'all. And they were like, this is, what am I gonna name this girl? We're gonna name her Tasha. So she's like, this is Tasha, who's this? And she sent her face. And my friend was just like,
Keeks?
he's talking to this girl named Tasha. There's this girl named Tasha on here. So then I grabbed the username and I'm snapping her. I was like, and I snapped her. I was like, hey Tasha, this is Kiki. I seen your name in my man's.
You look kind of familiar. Yeah, you do too. But I just wanted to know, do you know somebody named
Bob? I think that's what I said or whatever. So we were snapping back and forth. Don't remember the whole conversation. Anyways, we ended up exchanging numbers in Snapchat. And she called me. And we were talking on the phone. And she was just like, yeah, I know Bob because that's my man.
Oh, hell no!
And I was just like, your man? She was like, yes, that's my man. We've been dating for the past 2 years. I'm like, oh, we're doing this. And so we were just talking, getting into details, like literally detail after detail. Y'all, why did I find out? She came from a whole different state. Far out, y'all. When I say far out, I mean far out. She came from his home state. I'm not gonna say the name, but she came from, I'm gonna say the name, forget it. She came from Detroit, and which is where he was from. And so I was just like, send me a picture of you again. She sent the picture, y'all. Why did I put 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 4 and 4 together? And I was just like, oh, so this is Tasha, the girl that he told me that we could be best friends and I could train her and this and that, trying to make it all cool and yada yada yada. And so I was just like, wow, he's bold. Mind you, y'all, back in the day, I'm just like, how in the world could an ugly dude cheat on me? But I was just like, well, somehow I'm with him, so somehow someone else could be with him. When I left out of town to go to track meets, then he would fly her in all the way from Detroit and she'd stay for the weekend and they'd have the time of their lives. And I asked her, I was like, did you not see my clothes in the closet or my bath stuff in the shower, in the bathroom? Like, it was right there. She's like, no, I didn't see any of that stuff. He must have hid it and da 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 da. And I'm just like, oh, this is a really good cheater, huh? I'm dealing with a really good cheater. And I think back to like some of the warning signs that I had in my head, like he would go off on you about other dudes. He would get up in the middle of the night, or he'd come in the bed in the middle of the night or something like that. And I'd just be like, where were you going? Like, where were you at? This was the middle of the night. Most likely talking to this girl. But my thing, I'm just like, I'd never seen him on his phone texting anybody all the time. Never seen that. When I was with him, I had all of his attention type of stuff. So I was just like, how in the world is he this good? Like, did he just tell somebody that he was at work and he can't use his phone or something? Like, how did this happen? As soon as I heard all of that information, y'all, I think it was a daytime when me and this girl was just talking back and forth. But I know that it got super dark outside and I was so mad that I drove over to his place. He was taking a nice hot shower, a nice hot cheating shower. And I thought to myself, I was just like, ooh. Mind you, I had a whole key to his place. I had a whole key to this man's place. I walked into his room. I grabbed all of my stuff out of his closet. And then I walked into the bathroom where he was taking a shower. I grabbed all of my shower stuff. Then as I was about to leave out of that bathroom door, y'all, something told me, girl, just push him. Push that cheating man in the shower. That cheating little boy, push him. And so I didn't, because I didn't want to, you know, go to jail for attempted murder or anything like that. So I just silently walked out of the house. And I don't think I ever said anything to him again. Yeah, so y'all, that is basically what happened. Like, it was a whole, mind you, I stay away from drama all the time. And drama usually doesn't enter my life at all. But that situation was nothing but drama, and I'm glad I got out of it. I even thought back, I was like, dang, I should really go bust his tires, and I should go do this and do that. But I just was like, you know, what's the point? There's no point in doing all of that. It's a waste of energy. I'm not gonna gain anything. He's gonna get his karma. Like, at the end of the day, I'm a better woman. Yes, my heart is torn a little, but it's not broken apart. It's not ripped apart. It didn't stop me from loving anybody else. So I never looked back. I remember her, she kept reaching out to me or whatever. After I had even moved away from that town, she reached out to me and was like, hey, I'm stranded at his house. Can you come pick me up? Girl, at that point, I was just like, I didn't even reply. I'm like, girl, like, why are you still texting me? Like, what are you doing? It was like 5 or 6 months later after that situation, she texted me and I was just like, girl, like, move on with your life. Didn't you not learn from the last situation? Did he sweet talk you into you staying with him? Like, was the deed just that good? Because, girl, you stupid. That was the story, y'all. Crazy, right? Better believe I'm with something bigger and better. I'm bigger of a man, better of a man that treats me like a queen, that treats me how I deserve to be treated, that knows what I bring to the table and is not wanting to mess that up. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, any woman that has been in a relationship with a man that has dogged her out has turned into a better woman somehow, some way. That's just what happens. Like, women don't turn into dogs. We're too nurturing, we're too loving. Our femininity, it doesn't work that way. And so for the guys out there that are treating women like doo-doo, you're only hurting yourself, your future. You're only hurting your daughter is what you're doing. Just keep that in mind when you decide that you're gonna do somebody dirty. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And go ahead and share this video as well, y'all. And let me know what other videos that you guys are looking forward to seeing. All right. Go ahead and click on this video. Listen, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.